Unit 1. To deceive oneself is very easy. A dream of many Japanese is to own a house. How did you manage to marry that rich young man? We have decided not to take a vacation this summer. It is easy to hate people, but it is hard to love people. When to start is just as important as how to start. Have you decided when to move to the new apartment? Unit 2. What is the best way to learn English? We had better bring something cold to drink. She had no opportunity to visit the country. He was one of the first men to land on the moon. We have the freedom to choose our own religion. He wants someone to invest in his business. Free samples are effective ways to stimulate sales of new products. Unit 3. I got up early to catch the first train. He studied hard to become a doctor. He grew up to become a doctor. He is clever enough to become a doctor. She was very sad to lose her only son. To hear her speak, you would take her for a young girl. Old people are slow to accept new technology. This email was sent to let everyone know what's going on. What are the raw materials used to make paper? Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. I was thoughtless to think that only one answer exists. She is foolish to spend so much money on a trivial thing like that. My father was glad to receive a letter from you. Some words are hard to define because they have many different uses. My aunt is very difficult to get along with. Some Japanese don't feel that chopsticks are easy to pick up food with. Unit 4. I hurried in order not to miss the last train. In order to send this letter, you have to put 180 yen stamp on it. She arrived at the station, only to find nobody waiting for her. The boys went to the battlefield, never to come back. The book is too hard for me to understand. The book is easy enough for me to understand. Our garden is too small for us to play catch. He doesn't have enough sense to realize his mistakes. Unit 5. It is easy for you to master Korean. It is kind of you to invite me. For him to live without books would be impossible. Poor parents' wish is for Christmas not to come. The elephant stood there for us to take pictures. It was thoughtful of her not to play the piano while I was sleeping. Everyone wants to be loved by someone. The ground started to be covered with snow. Unit 6. I am to meet him at 7 tomorrow. The British Prime Minister is to visit Japan next month. The next Olympic Games are to be held in this city next year. You are to finish this work by tomorrow morning. You are to wait your turn in this room for a few minutes. I lost my watch. It was not to be found anywhere. This equation is very hard. I cannot seem to understand it. Unit 7. His only fault is getting up late in the morning. Listening to English is as difficult as speaking in English. Expanding horizons should open our eyes to a better understanding. We should not deceive ourselves by pretending to know what we do not really know. The artist is used to being attacked by critics. I was so upset at the thought of her laughing at me. If I have too many things to do, I don't feel like doing anything at all. Unit 8. Do you know that animal sleeping under the tree? The lesser panda is sleeping under the tree. Growing boys usually have larger appetites than their parents. New Zealand looks like little islands floating in giant sea from space. I didn't hear the doorbell when she arrived because I was taking a shower. Come and see us if you are passing through Boston. She is being very lazy this morning. She doesn't usually behave like that. The audience kept applauding long after the curtain came down.